any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A Redskin first down to pick up 15 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. 51. Here we go. Protein spill.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check 24. Check 24.
2nd down, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here we go.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he finds McLaurin. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On first down, it's Haskins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Got it. Back 25. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 51. Jump. Got it to go.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
You got three down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's Haskins to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. From midfield now, Haskins. Complete. Smith has it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. third down. Here's Haskins. And an alley to run. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, white. 6 down. Check. White.
They run. It's Gurley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 44, Ryan, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Come on, boys, come on. 51, sub. Got it.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Caught by Jones. Oh, he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Haskins will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Haskins dancing to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
What's the run? They're running it.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again. Ryan looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys continue to pour it on. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Now it's Haskins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Haskins now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. And an alley to run. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's going to fire, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Our time. It's our time.
Ito Smith, his first carry, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Check. Hey, 59, ready. 39.
Now Ryan. Looking end zone for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Falcons 48, Redskins 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, If they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Slam, slam. Tick, 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 tick. Switch. 58. Switch. Showing it.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyler Davison able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Ryan to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Haskins. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Tyler Davison in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, they run with Gurley. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ready, back 25. Hey. 4 down. 25.
And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
And they take a knee.
Ryan on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Gets around him. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
He's checking. Crash.
One final shot for Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And he missed it. It wouldn't have mattered. They were going to lose either way, but the game ends strangely on a missed PAT. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set.